Hey everyone. So I haven't made a video in a while, and I thought I'd put something real quick together. I got some new toys to show off, so I'm really excited about that. Hopefully to help my process along here. I want to try and make some content fairly frequently because I got a lot of stuff going on, and like, hey, why not? You know, people like to see that kind of neat stuff. So I figured I'd take this opportunity to kind of give you a tour around the shop. Well, I say around real loosely because there's not much a shop there, but you know, it's a two-car garage, so it works. I get a lot done in here, so don't judge. Thought I'd put together a little, sneak peek on some of the projects that are going to be coming up in future videos. I'm going to be doing some build threads, as you already see in the background. Yeah. We'll get to more of that later. But first, my new exciting toy. Bam! New camera. Yeah, it's always fun when I get new gadgets to play with, new tools. So picked this one up because, like I said, I'm trying to make more content, and my cell phone was just not going to cut it. I have a GoPro, but it's an older one, and I started looking at some comparisons between GoPro and this model here, which is a DJI Osmo Action. They're pretty neck and neck as far as features go and functionality. This one just seemed to do the trick more. The main thing that I liked about this, it has a front screen, so I can do a lot better job at framing the camera, because I'm still kind of an amateur at this, so that was a huge help. I got an external mic for it, a nice little handheld tripod dealie for it. So yeah, this is a fun new toy, and we'll be seeing some footage. So we're gonna go ahead and switch to this bad boy. All right, yeah, so here we go. Hopefully this will help me a lot in the the vlogging and documenting kind of the stuff that work on. And just a quick note, I'm not going to go over the whole DJI versus GoPro and comparison, blah blah blah. If you want to check into that, search through YouTube. There's hundreds of videos comparing the two. I have a GoPro also. I use it for various things. They both work great. This one just happened to have some great features, and it worked out perfect. So I'm just sticking with that. So moving on, let's give you a walkthrough of the shop. So as I said, just a two-car garage, but I create a lot of magic in this space. So take it for what it is. So over in this area here, it's kind of like the quote-unquote woodworking section, cabinets and stuff. Got a table saw and saws and things like that. Kind of still a work in progress there, but and there's no lack of projects. I got this old vintage Craftsman drill press, but had a bent shaft, so I got this all tore apart, and I gotta see about straightening the shaft for it. So there's a thing about when you buy old stuff and make it new again, you gotta put a little effort into it and work. Over here, got a mini sandblast cabinet, just to cover parts cleanup, things like that. Tool storage, welder, air compressor, tools. That's pretty much the sum of it there. So to kind of go over some of the projects we got coming up and working on, well, let's start off with here. Jet ski. Who doesn't love jet ski? This is an older unit, picked up at a pretty sweet deal. It does, need some work and some love. And I'm gonna have a build thread on that. So it's got a blown engine. We're gonna tear the engine out, rebuild it, throw some paint on it, clean it up. This will be good as new. And then back here, got a 1971 Honda classic CB350, all original. Gone through and done a lot of work to this bike. Still having a oil pressure issue, and we'll be going over that in another episode here sometime soon. Also going to be working on replacing the cafe style handlebars with the old traditional traditional riser handlebars, just because it's all vintage and it just looks better that way. So back here in the back, I've got a 1981 Yamaha XS 750 triple. Yeah, triple. So that's going to be a fun project. We're going to be building a custom bobber chopper. This is kind of this will be a tribute bike for a close friend of mine. More on that later. And then panning over here, I have my 2008 Triumph, the Bonneville. And we're gonna just be going through a couple things. It doesn't really need a whole lot. It's pretty much my daily cruiser, but we need to do some maintenance and some upgrades. And then hiding behind the cover here is my project bike. It's a 79 GS 1000 Cafe Racer. We'll get a peek at that once I can actually get to it. So, and we're gonna be doing some little touch-ups and works on that. So look forward to that. That should be fun. So yeah, that's what I've got work going on around here. Plus we have the Jeep TDI conversion. That's going to be a huge build thread, and there's going to be a lot of video content about that. I'm super excited about getting started on that. Actually, parts should be starting to roll in here for that pretty quick, and we'll be getting going on that here pretty soon. So stay tuned for those videos. Next up on the project list, I've got this right here. So I've had this hose reel rolling around in the shop for over a year, and I am finally getting around to hooking that up. So I'm gonna create a little video on doing that kind of fun stuff, because basically I'm pretty much tired of tripping over this giant rat's nest of hose laying around the ground all the time. So that should be fun. We're gonna be mounting the hose reel up here along next to the drop light, so it'll make it a lot more accessible and easier to use, instead of this mess. Anyways, yeah, so it kind of gives you an idea of the space I'm working in and some of the projects I have lined up. Should be some fun videos, or at least I think it's stuff I would watch. And then yeah, so I hope you stay tuned and follow along. You know, I don't expect anybody to look at my videos as how-to guides. You know, I'm not expert on a lot of these things, but you know, if you follow along and happen to learn something along the way, then cool. But mostly I'm just kind of shooting for entertainment value, and that's kind of the reason why I got this stuff going. So yeah, hope you follow along, and then, you know, the whole YouTube thing with like and subscribe, you know, by all means. You know, that way you know when I'm posting new stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching.